Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Cody from Cell Studios, bringing to you Pop Goes the Weasel, the Mob of the Dead Easter egg. We finally did it. It was technically our first try, but what you're gonna do is, what you gotta do actually to do this, you have to get to the Golden Gate Bridge 3 times, and I think you have to have the golden spoon. But what you're gonna do is, once you have done those 2 things, you're gonna go down here, and the things are gonna be spinning, and you're gonna enter 3 codes in, or yeah, three or four codes in, and as you see them, Parker is putting them in, and they'll change every time you put them in. Though they'll change to something else. But I know one of this one right here is 101. Couldn't catch the other one before. This is 386. I think, yeah, it was 386. That's gonna change, and then he had one. I can't remember exactly what it was. I think it was 4. Yeah, 487. Yeah. Oh, no, maybe, possibly 481. Yeah. And once you do that, that will be it. What you're gonna do in here, I'm gonna be quiet because this is an important part. It's gonna happen in a few seconds here.
My name is Stanley Ferguson. I was a guard at Alcatraz from 1933 to 1942. Today, I'm going to give you some insight into one of the more interesting tales from the prison's history. Over the decades, Alcatraz has seen more than its fair share of daring escape attempts. However, few were as audacious as the one undertaken by 4 inmates on New Year's Eve, 1933. Thought to be the brainchild of an inmate by the name of Albert Arlington, the outrageous scheme was as unlikely as its mastermind.
Alright guys, what you just heard there was actually a recording, and I'm not sure, but people were saying it was real time, or it was like reenact, as it was like it was a real recording or so. But yes, and there are multiple recordings, and they actually lead you from down there to up at the top of the where the plane is. And we expected the next one to be in this room down here, but it wasn't, and unfortunately we couldn't see them. Well, we could see them, but you can't see them here. And they look like little headphone icons, like drops, except they weren't glowing for us. And it's right here. Well, and you can't really see it, but we see it, and it's right in there. And you step there, and there you go.
A.K.A. the Weasel, somehow convinced 3 other inmates that he had devised a foolproof plan to escape the rock. It was a plan that would see them literally taking to the skies on a makeshift aircraft of Arlington's own design.
Alright,
Just
so
how
that was...
the Weasel managed to convince these hardened criminals that such a plan was even possible remains a mystery to this day. What is known is that no such plane was ever built. Instead, the group's plans for freedom soon descended into bitter argument and infighting. With the plan falling apart, anger and frustration would ultimately lead to a brutal altercation between the misguided Arlington and his former co-conspirators.
Alright guys, well I'll kind of edit in something so I can show you, or kind of give you an example of where the things were. Now this one I'm not...
Armed only with makeshift weapons, Finn O'Leary, Sal DeLuca, and Billy Hansen lured the unsuspecting Arlington to the roof, where they intended to exact a bloody and violent revenge.
Okay, and right here, this is a very important part, and we almost screwed it up really bad. Alright, you're gonna have one of your people go into the afterlife, as we have here, and not 2, just 1, unlike me. That was the retard. Yep. And you're gonna have him go up on top, but this is after something, because this is where we actually messed up. There's another tape recorder right there at the here, I'll back it up. He's gonna turn around, and there's another headphone right there at the door. And
it was here, beneath the dark and stormy winter skies, that the hapless Arlington met his grisly end, bleeding to death on the cold concrete roof. For their participation in the murder, the 3 collaborators were sent to death by electric chair. Justice came swiftly. On the morning of January 19th, 1934, the execution order was carried out.
And boom, right there. Then you're gonna go into the afterlife and have your one afterlife guy go into afterlife and get on the plane. And then automatically, only one person has to do this. Automatically, the rest of you will go into afterlife, I'm pretty sure you all have to have Afterlife. And in Afterlife, all of you have to be on the plane, or it will teleport you. But one person has to get on the plane. That was my fart, I'm sorry. And you actually fly to the Golden Gate Bridge in the Afterlife form. And this is the only way you can actually get on the plane in Afterlife. And then boom, you crash. You're going to turn around, like I do. And you're going to revive yourself. You will be in the chair on whoever you are. And this is the fun part. This is the fun part. Weasel, and if you were listening to them, Weasel betrays them, or they betray Weasel. And you have to actually kill Weasel, or Weasel has to kill you. So it's Weasel has a little bit more help, and the zombies actually don't attack Weasel. They're helping Weasel, and they attack you. And as you can see, Weasel, or Parker is Weasel, and he has like a little death scar up on his head, indicating that we have to kill him. And me and James try our hardest, and it's unfair because you have all these zombies that are just helping him. They're just sitting there like, ha, and you're sitting there just trying not to get wrecked, and Parker actually comes over here and tries to freaking murder me. And now, me and James mow on him. Like that. Teabag him. But yeah, guys, that was actually that was Pop Goes the Weasel Easter egg. And it was amazing. It was so fun. You feel enjoyed that you actually do this. And it's really fun. And actually, a little tip, whoever's in the Afterlife, if you have a person, revive them over and over again. Not all the way. But until next time, guys.